Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake Smith here and you're watching Golden Memories. Now, Elimination Chamber is this weekend. We've got some Elimination Chamber matches featuring the women and I'm so excited about that. But you know, this pay-per-view used to be very male-centric and the women weren't exactly in the chamber matches. I know, it sucked. But today we're gonna take a look back at some of the best women's moments from Elimination Chamber pay-per-views. Hi guys, Jake Smith here, and we're looking back at some of these moments from Elimination Chamber pay-per-views that weren't including the chamber itself. Now, since 2018, we've had incredible moments in the chamber. Alexa Bliss retaining in the first ever women's Elimination Chamber. Who can forget that twisted bliss off the top of one of the chambers? I love that. Plus that awesome Sasha Banks and Bayley Lion King moment. I screamed. We've also had some great moments in the tag team Elimination Chamber match. This is severely underrated. The only part I really hated was that Naomi and Carmella were eliminated so quick. Still hate you for that one, WWE. But it was still an awesome match. Nia Jax intimidated. We had Sasha and Bayley walk out as the first ever women's tag team champions. We have future matches this weekend, but I want to take a look back at the past. So the first Elimination Chamber memory we're going to take a look back at is the Divas Championship Finals in 2010. So Melina had to vacate the title due to injury. I was upset. I was pissed. I loved her as champion. Maurice had returned dressed as the gobbledygooker. They were feuding. It looked like Maurice was in line to get a title shot. Melina got injured, so they had a tournament. It came down to Gail Kim and Maurice. Now, what I loved about this was that, like, you know, they didn't just jump into it. They had a few weeks of build with Maurice kind of building up this match. You know, she would get in Gail Kim's face and just speak French, thinking Gail Kim didn't know what she was saying. Gail Kim is an educated woman, if you haven't seen her Twitter, and she comes right back at Maurice, and surprise, she speaks French as well. Embarrassing for Maurice. The two are set to have this match, and then Vicky Guerrero comes out. Excuse me? So Vicky has heard that the Raw Divas are talking shit about the SmackDown Divas. It's a whole mess. We don't like it. So then she changes this match into a tag team match, forcing Maurice and Gail Kim to team up against Lay Cool, the top divas of SmackDown. I love them. No, I really do. The match, Maurice refuses to tag in the entire time. Gail Kim has to wrestle this thing all by herself. She actually slays the match in typical Gail Kim fashion, but she's no match for Lay Cool. So at the end of the match, Gail Kim is going for a tag from Maurice. Maurice shoves her right into Michelle McCool, loses the match. Unfortunate for Gail. And after the match, Maurice even adds some more salt to the wound and gives her the French kiss. Now, the next night on Raw, we all know Maurice won the Divas Championship at the end of those finals. Felt bad for Gail. You know, I really would have loved to see her with that Divas title. It's a shame, but you know what? Decent moment. Exciting to kind of build that Divas title tournament even further. Hey, WrestleMania might have even been a good finals moment for that. Now moving on to the next year, 2011. So earlier in the night, Trish Stratus came out and was announced as the Tough Enough judge for the revival of Tough Enough. I loved Tough Enough. It was such a good show. Season 2, when 2 women won, I literally shit myself. Trish was gonna be a judge on the show. Was so happy to see her back on TV. She was a brunette. Now, something we hadn't seen from Trish before, and she was killing it. It was a great look for her. So then, later in the night, Vicky Guerrero comes out. Dolph Ziggler, her boyfriend, her boo, was fired earlier that week for putting his hands on Teddy Long. So she's pleading for Teddy to give him his job back, please. It goes on for like 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding, go back and watch it, it's long. So then Teddy Long comes out. He's not hiring back Dolph. He's hiring back the woman that Vicky Guerrero fired earlier that month, Kelly. So Kelly comes out and chases Vicky around the ring. Then she finally gets her, slams Vicky's head repeatedly. The screams that came out of Vicky's mouth, I've never heard anything like that. And then unfortunately, Lay Cool comes out in some cute matching green outfits too though. I like them. They start double teaming Kelly, and Trish Stratus for some reason comes out for the save. Super random, but I don't hate it. I love Trish. So Trish checks on Kelly and Lay Cool comes back and they want a piece of the future Hall of Famer. They start doing their double teams and Trish, you know, she fights back, gets Layla into the corner, she hits her little corner flippy move, and then she ends it out by giving a double Stratusfaction. Now, the most impressive part of this was that Trish was in 6-inch heels. Now, if you questioned ever, which you shouldn't, why Trish is in the Hall of Fame, this alone warrants it. I can't even walk in 6-inch heels. Trust me, I've tried. It's the most wonderful time. And I'm not talking about Christmas. I am talking about Tamina's annual push at Elimination Chamber. So at 2012's Elimination Chamber, Tamina was in line for a Divas Championship match against the reigning, dominating champion, Beth Phoenix. What was so fun about this match is Beth wore these little plaid shorts underneath of her outfit, kind of as a nod to Roddy Piper, while Tamina had her leopard print on as a nod to her father. Obviously, any wrestling fan knows Jimmy Snuka, Roddy Piper, iconic history there. I know some men's facts. So it was nice to see them kind of bring that heritage into the match to really give it a more personal angle. Now this match was one of Tamina's best showings. She was really hustling. She was working her ass off in this match. Her super kick was amazing. The air she got on her superfly splash, so talented. Tamina is such an underrated talent. She always makes her opponent look like a star. And the same can be said for Beth Phoenix, who is equally talented, equally a hard worker. The two of them together, gold. Underrated match for sure. In the end, Beth Phoenix rams Tamina's head into the ring post, delivers the glam slam, and she held her up for a really long time. I was really surprised. Retains the title, rolls on to WrestleMania. I wish Tamina got more feuds. She's an underrated talent. She's a legend. If you haven't seen her video at the Hall of Fame last year.
I love Tamina.
That alone shows she deserves a push. I love Tamina so much. You know, she got a Divas Championship match the next year against Caitlyn as well. Was unfortunately unsuccessful there, but her and Caitlyn had an epic match. I really enjoyed their chemistry together. So hopefully there's more to come from Tamina. Don't go anywhere. We love you so much. Now to one of my favorite matches ever at Elimination Chamber, the Divas Championship match at the 2015 Elimination Chamber with Nikki, Bella, Naomi, and Paige. So randomly WWE decided to do an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I think they announced it like a week and a half, 2 weeks before it or something. It was very thrown together, but you know, it was a lot of fun. Naomi, Paige, Nikki were the top 3 women of the women's division at this time. Naomi was fresh off a heel turn. Paige just returned from filming her Christmas movie. And Nikki, I think, just sort of turned heel again. This match I loved because it really showcased Naomi's athleticism. I think we all knew she was super talented before, but this was, I think, the turning point where we really got to see more of what she was capable of. I especially loved that flippy move when she was on top of Paige's shoulders and like flipped her over. Of course, we had the top rope superplex. There were so many innovative and fun moments in this match. The chemistry of these 3 women is severely underrated. They really carried the division for 2015 up until the women's revolution angle, and I love them for that, and I'll always love them for that. In the end, Nikki Bella hits the rack attack, retains the Divas Championship, and rolls on to this historic Divas title reign. Love Nikki's work in this match. Love Paige's work in this match. Love Naomi's work in this match. I just love all 3 of these girls. They're incredible. And the final moment I'm going to talk about is the entire 2017 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. There were 3 women's matches at this pay-per-view. Yes, 3, which for not a WrestleMania, not a SummerSlam, but a smaller pay-per-view, practically unheard of at this time. We had Mickie James and Beth Phoenix going one-on-one for the first time. This was a lot of fun. Mickie, of course, had cost Becky the SmackDown Women's Championship a few times as La Luchadora. This was a great match. I loved Mickie and Becky's work together. Becky ended up winning with a roll-up. Could have been something else. It really showcased why Mickie was brought back to WWE. She is a talented worker. She makes other workers look great. I hope, you know, there's more left for her. I would love to see her with another women's title reign, but it was really fun to see someone who I grew up with back with the current girls. It almost like fantasy warfare. So awesome match. Really happy to see these 2 go together. Obviously, I loved the Nikki Bella Natalya match. This whole angle, I really just loved. You know, I mean, we've seen Natalya betray her, or her brother. Actually, Natalya's best friends usually betray her. But now she is betraying her best friend. I kind of loved it. This angle was so much fun just because of how many times Natalya said, "Bitch, I did it, you bitch." Iconic moment. They have this all-out brawl. There's clotheslines to the outside. There's vicious attacks. Nikki showcases some of her submission skills with an STF on Natalya, not once, but twice. Natalya breaks it up. You know, the match ends in a no contest. Natalya is leaving, but Nikki is not done. She attacks Natalya on the ramp, really bringing more fuel to this fire. So I loved how personal this feud was, and I loved how much dedication these two put into this match and this angle. Obviously, a few weeks later, we had the No Holds Barred match between the two of them. One of my favorite matches in SmackDown history. Nikki Bella and Natalya going all out. Maurice got involved, leading to, of course, the WrestleMania 33 mixed tag. Great segment, great storyline. Loved their work together. And of course, who could forget Naomi versus Alexa Bliss? This is such an important moment, not just in women's wrestling, but I think Black history. I loved seeing an African-American woman with the championship. Naomi is someone who I think a lot of women's wrestling fans felt was severely unappreciated, and I agree. She was stuck in feuds that went nowhere. Every big opportunity she had kind of went nowhere, and it was disappointing to see. So this moment, I think, meant a lot to a lot of people, not just women's wrestling fans, but a lot of African-American people, I think, as well. Representation is very important in wrestling, and I think it's great when people can see someone they can empathize with and relate to and understand and see themselves in on TV. I know as a gay man, you know, there's not a whole lot of gay representation in WWE. So that's why I always kind of related to the women more. I think for these African-American fans, it was incredible to see Naomi representing them and giving them light, giving them hope. So kudos to WWE for doing the right thing there. Naomi was an incredible champion. You know, obviously this wasn't her longer reign. She won it again at WrestleMania, but I loved this match more than the WrestleMania match. She really showcased her skills. She had the split-legged moonsault to win. She got to show off a lot of her innovative stuff. And then the moment afterwards, when the crowd was chanting, "You deserve it," I got teary-eyed. Naomi is such a light in wrestling, and she deserved this moment, so I was really happy to see it. So that's your Elimination Chamber recap. All right, guys, it's my favorite part of the show when I bring in a non-wrestling fan and we do a little wrestling sort of segment. My husband Doug is back, as is Ralphie the dog. He has an annoying squeaky ball, so if you hear it, I'm so sorry. Doug, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm great. Was just getting home from work and then got hijacked for this.
Doesn't he love being married to me? The theme of this episode is Elimination Chamber, which is the February pay-per-view. But it wasn't always called Elimination Chamber. It used to be called No Way Out, just like you in this marriage. But anyway, so the women used to not really have matches at a lot of them. They'd have rando segments. One year they had the rookie diva competition. I was gonna make you watch that segment, but then I remembered it was spaced throughout the show, just because one girl literally said, her thing was she told a joke and she said, "How do you make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it."
Oh, jeez.
So we're gonna watch No Way Out 2007, the Divas Talent Invitational.
Oh.
So these are the first girls. This is Extreme Expose.
They already were off in their first hip shake.
I love Kelly, but she was not a great dancer. Layla could actually dance. I think she was on the Miami Heat dance squad. I don't know Brooke's background, but she knows how to work it. Kelly, though, she looks like she's giving CPR.
Who's the girl in the middle?
Layla.
Oh, okay.
I love her. See, oh, that's my favorite move. That's me dancing at a club.
Why? These outfits are cool, too.
Pretty much this is how I would dress in college.
And just showcasing her, because...
I mean, that's what I would do, too. If Layla's the one who can dance, bring it... Oh, well, Brooke's gonna get her own thing. Oh, I can't wait to see what Kelly does. Oh, she can move. She's got a great booty. Okay, so Kelly can't do the booty pop, so they would just have her backflip.
Well, yeah, I would hope she can know how to do
Good
that.
for her, though. She's super athletic. I love her. It's a lot of bedazzles.
It's like Britney Spears.
Oh, you have no idea?
Wait, is this a competition? I don't get what
talent
this is.
competition.
Oh, okay.
Do you not know what a talent?
I was barely listening to you. Does she actually sing?
Oh, yep. She's really good. She had an album.
You know you want that. You can't take your eyes away from me.
They couldn't even give her some music back, in the back?
So they gave her these lyrics, in her, this was her entrance music, later. They gave it, a beat behind it.
I have more talent than Brooke, Layla, and Kelly all together.
They should just perform together, I think.
I
Oh yeah, like they could be her backup dancers.
All of those girls are just talentless bitches.
Oh no. Is there an R in bitches?
Bitchars. So like, here's the other girls. They were gonna be in the competition and she just trash talked them and now they're pissed. Ooh.
Oh.
So like, it's getting crazy now. Chaos, lots of underwear. So, ooh.
Are those police or
They're the referee.
They made them wear blue?
They're on SmackDown, so SmackDown was blue.
Oh, that's cool.
They used to have like different color shirts, but Raws were like regular referee shirts.
Oh, who's gonna break up the fight?
It's Ashley.
I think that's Lana.
She does look like Lana.
How does that stop the fight? Oh.
It doesn't, it's just her showing off her Playboy cover.
Oh, is she another talent show?
Yeah, she's in the talent show.
Okay.
What's she gonna do?
Gonna pretend to do... Oh, I did not expect that.
I feel like that would take a really long time to get off, like, and painful on the
Yeah, they're pissed. I mean, she won.
She won. I mean, easily, she won. Like, if this was a bikini competition, like...
Gonna keep going? No? Okay.
Nope, she's just gonna show it off. You're gonna have to get the issue of Playboy to see the rest.
I'm sure you probably bought it already.
I did have this issue.
Framed?
I have, no, not framed. I have China's though. I love Ashley. She's not my favorite diva to post for Playboy. Oh, they're all really pissed. I mean, like, well, how can they compete with that? Extreme Expose should have done theirs topless, I guess.
They should have. I mean, you basically saw their vaginas,
You know?
but...
It reminded me of, I did like Extreme Expose because you know what they reminded me of?
What?
Burlesque!
Oh,
I'm gonna make Doug watch that next.
I'm not watching it.
It's such a good movie. It's real, I love Burlesque.
I had to listen to the soundtrack for like an hour and a half drive.
And it's good. Who doesn't like Christina Aguilera covering The Beautiful People? All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this week's Golden Memories. As always, look out for questions from me on my Twitter and my Instagram. On Twitter, you can follow me at Jake Isn't Jacob, and on Instagram at Jake Not Jacob Smith. I'll be posting questions every now and then about upcoming episodes and seeing what you guys want to see. So look out for those questions. I'm really excited to have some really fun episodes coming up. But happy WrestleMania season, guys. Enjoy Elimination Chamber.